to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
23 yards on the play.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
12 more yards there and another first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Jackson will throw again. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. On third down, Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's first and 10. Now Jackson. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 32 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. So nothing there. I don't know if that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Hey, empty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going long here for Wallace. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Chris Moore was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Gun! Over!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. This one taken just inside the 10. Get a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He sets it. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run. This is Allen. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
This time, Jackson will throw it. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree from 3 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get us.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Terrell Suggs able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
You've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off,
and down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Doug Pederson's guys come up empty here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open, really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wentz on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Leopard! Gone! Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
After the interception, here's Jackson. So caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Leopard!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Jackson on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Nigel Bradham in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go!
3rd and goal, Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's hit. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Leopard! Detroit!
Back now in Baltimore.
Leopard! Over!
On second down, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Leopard! Here we go now!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got his Throws man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
Then we start looking for big-time corners. We're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Jackson, throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They go play action now. Jackson finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Hot.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Let's go. We're good. Check three. Hey, stat. 82.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Back to throw. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
Toss play to Sproles. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. A toss to the scat man. This is Darren Sproles. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore.